everyone, I'm your teacher Ria, and for today's video, I will be discussing some of the traditional games here in the Philippines. But before that, what is traditional games? Traditional Filipino games, also known as indigenous Filipino games or in Tagalog, laro ng lahi, are games that have been passed down through generations and are usually played with native materials or instruments. Due to a lack of toys in the Philippines, children frequently design games with nothing but players. There are various types of Philippine traditional games that are suitable for children, and the games are also served as example of Philippine culture and or traditional games. These games are not only entertaining to play, but also beneficial to your health. This is due to the fact that different games necessitate different abilities. In Filipino cultures, these games are also very important. Moreover, it is a folk culture activity with traits such as satire, cleverness, and movement that is played collectively at times when the future is restricted and opportunity for entertainment is limited. So here are some famous traditional games here in the Philippines. First on the list is Patintero. Patintero is native game in the Philippines. Patintero is derived from the Spanish word tinta in reference to drawn lines. Another name for it is tubigan, tubiganay, or tubig-tubig, or water game, due to the fact that the grid lines are commonly drawn by wetting the ground with water. It is also known as harangang taga or harang taga, means try to cross my line without letting me touch or touch you. Rules on how to play Patintero. First, the game starts with a toss of a coin to decide the team that becomes the passer or a runner. Second, there is a time limit of 2 minutes for each team to score. Third, once the 2 minutes elapse, the two teams change sides, and the guards become the passer and vice versa. Fourth, the passers or runners are supposed to cross the lines from the starting point and back to earn a point. Fifth, the line guards are positioned on the vertical lines with one on the horizontal line of the grid, making sure that their feet are always on the line. Sixth, the Patintero objectives of the line guards include tagging the passers or runners with their power or the butterfly hands and blocking them from the passing the lines. Plus, once a guard tags any of the passers, the line guards assume the position of the lines. There are materials utilized in these games. There are the chalk, paint, square sheet, whistle, and stopwatch. Patintero is played on a rectangular grid drawn into the ground. The rectangular is usually 5 to 6 meters or 16 to 20 feet in length and 4 meters or 13 feet wide. It is subdivided into 4 to 6 equal parts by drawing a central lengthwise line as then 1 or 2 crosswise lines. Second on the list is Tombang Praso. Tombang Praso or Prisuhan in Luzon and Tombang Patis or Tombalata in most Visayan regions, in English, Hit the Can. This is one of the most popular Filipino street games played by children using their slippers to hit a can at the center. Like other Filipino games, players, at least 3, take the following rules. One is the taya or it, who is responsible for guarding the lata. The 2 others are the playing striking. The game is performed by having players use a pamato to strike the can that is held beside the taya. The game Tombang Preso is played. First, to start the game, you must invite 3 or more people involved who want to play the game. Once you have enough players for the game, use a chalk to mark a rectangular field with a ratio of 16/9 or any dimension similar to 16/9. Next, divide the field into 4 sections. Remove the center line. Players must hit the can precisely while the it will tag players who has his or her slipper in the it zone. Once the can knocked out with the player's slippers, the it will bring back the can to its position and he will tag again. If the it tags a player, the player who is tagged will be the it in the next round. If all players miss the can and no player is in the player zone, the it will take the can 3 times, then all players, including the it, will go into the player zone as fast as possible. The game over, the it will be the player who is last in coming the player zone. Materials needed in these games are sleepers, empty can, and chalk. And the playing area of this rectangular field with the ratio of 16/9 or any dimension similar to 16/9. Last on the list is Pico. Pico is the Philippine variation of the game hopscotch. The players stand behind the edge of a box and each throws their cue ball. Pico is a game that joins all children of the world together, wherever they live, whenever they live. Pico is unbelievably old. When ancient Roman cities were dug up, drawings of hot cups lines were found on the stone floors. In the Philippines, the game is also known as Kip-Kip, Picoba, Laban ang Sigking. So now, are you excited to know how to play Pico? First, throw the stone on the marked area. Second, the first player will throw the stone at the first box. Third, before he returns, he should pick up his stone still without jumping on the first box. Fourth, it's the next player's turn. Fifth, after all players get to turn. Sixth, if a player steps on the line, they stop and let the next player try. Materials needed in order to play Pico are the chalk and patio stones or concrete. And the playing area of this is any open space like backyard and front yard. So that's all for today. I hope that you learned something from this video and play it with your friends and family. Thank you for watching.